Hello students, and welcome back for our next learning video on decision making. So today what we'll be discussing is techniques of decision making. What are the various ways or what are the various methods that are generally followed for the decision making process. Now the techniques that we'll be discussing can be used, some of them can be used for finding out the various alternatives. If you remember the process that we discussed of the rational decision making, then one of the steps was searching for the alternatives. So these techniques can be used for searching for those alternatives, or it can also be used for finding out the best alternative out of the listed down alternatives. So we'll be beginning with the first technique, which is brainstorming. So as the name suggests, brainstorming is that you have to just storm out your brain. It is a technique wherein there are a number of people sitting together, they are brought together and they are told about the problem. So the problem has already been defined, it has been identified. You tell that problem to the people who are sitting in that room wherein you are going with this brainstorming technique. And then you ask all these people to come up with ideas, right? So this is majorly used for idea generation. So the people sitting in that room will try to come up with the solutions to the problem that has been put forth to them. The biggest feature or characteristic of this particular technique is that you have to leave it out to the people whom you have gathered for the brainstorming technique, that what kind of idea they want to give, which means that nobody will interfere anyone while they are giving their idea. Nobody is going to question them in between when they are giving their idea. So you just tell the people to let their brain loose and find out whatever idea is there that comes to their mind. They are expected not to think about the feasibility of that idea. Generally when we are giving out the solutions to the problems, what we think of is कि ये कर पाएंगे या नहीं कर पाएंगे, ये solution तो हो सकता है but ये feasible है या नहीं है, क्या हमारे पास इसके लिए resources हैं या नहीं है, right? And then we put up that idea as a viable idea for that particular problem. But in brainstorming, what we are saying is that you let the wildest idea which is coming to your mind, you just put that also forth. You just don't think about what are going to be the consequences or whether it is going to be an idea, a fruitful idea or not. That is something which is to be decided later on. As of now, you just have to give that idea. Is it feasible? How will it work? Whether we have to put it as a final decision or not, that are the later things that can be discussed later. So wilder the idea, it is said in brainstorming, wilder the idea, better it is, because you never know, sometimes wildest of our thoughts come true. Wildest of our thoughts become a solution to the problem. So you have to let your brain loose. Once the ideas have been told, they have been listed down somewhere, then you can ask the people to further go through those ideas and come up with other things which are coming to their mind. At times it happens कि कोई प्रॉब्लम आई, मेरे पास अभी सॉल्यूशन नहीं आ रहा कुछ समझ में कि क्या करना चाहिए, लेकिन जब और लोगों के सॉल्यूशंस को सुना तो फिर लगा कि अच्छा, ये जो किसी एक ने सॉल्यूशन दिया है इसको थोड़ा सा और इम्प्रूव अपॉन करके एक नया सॉल्यूशन बनाया जा सकता है. या दो अलग अलग सॉल्यूशन आए हैं, अलग अलग लोगों ने, different individuals, they have given different solutions which have been put forth on the board, and you feel that they can be combined together and it can be a even better idea. So all that combination, permutations and combinations of the ideas, improvement upon those ideas is then discussed upon by that particular group. They can also come to a final solution during the brainstorming process only, but generally the brainstorming technique is used for the purpose of idea generation, the step wherein we are coming up with the options that can be there and not choosing out the best particular option. So now we'll come on to our next technique, the second technique of decision making, which is nominal group technique. Now herein, let us understand why do we name it as nominal group technique. It is named so because there is a group of people who come together, who think about a problem and come up with a solution. But although they are sitting together as a group, there is no such teamwork. You are not expected that you will come together, you will discuss the things and then come up with a solution. No, it works in a different manner. So the group, when we will discuss how this technique works out, you will see that the group is only for the namesake. So that is why it is named as nominal group technique. That is, there is a group, but actually they are not working as a team. So what happens in this technique is that a group of say 6 to 10 people are brought together, 6 to 10 experts are brought together into the same room or into a same place, and they are told about the problem. Now they are expected to think about that problem, come up with the solutions individually. So they'll not discuss anything as of now in the first stage. They'll just think about that problem. They'll ponder upon that what are the characteristics of that problem, what can be the solutions, and they will pen down their solution on a piece of paper, on a sheet of paper. They'll write down what is their solution as per them. Then the solution will be collected from all the individuals sitting over there. So all the members, all the group members who have been sitting, they'll hand over their solutions to us. These solutions will be put on a flipboard in front of everyone. So all the solutions are there now on the board. So now as a person, say if I am one of the members of that group, I have given my solution, 6 other members have given their solution. So we have 7 solutions in total. Now I can read out the solution of others. I am given time, everybody is given time कि आपका solution भी board पर है और solutions भी board पर है. You just go through them. So I'll go through all the solutions which have been given by others. And if I have any query now onto somebody else's solution, I feel that I need some clarification, or I want to ask what do you mean by this, or I'm not clear with their idea and I need some kind of clarifications on that, I can ask the member at this stage. This is the second stage. First stage was that you are given the problem, you write down individually what your solution is and you hand it over. Second stage is that you read the solutions given by others. If you have any queries, you can ask to the relevant person and seek the answers to your queries. Now, once this has also been done, now I am clear with all the ideas that have been given by everyone. The next step or the next stage in this is that there will be a secret ballot process. What is done in this secret ballot? Voting hoti hai basically, right? So herein, instead of voting out just for one best solution, what is everyone expected? That you give ranking to all the solutions. So in our example, we said we are 7 people. So we have 7 solutions in total. We have discussed all those solutions now. Now, as an individual, I will be giving ranking to all these 7 solutions. That solution number 1 is ranked as 5th, solution number 2 is ranked as 3rd, solution number 3 is ranked as 1st, and so on. This is written on a piece of paper and I put it in the secret ballot box. So no one will ever know that to whom I have given first preference. If it is an open voting, then the problem would be that the feedback might not be true. As I always say, that the feedback has always to be anonymous, right? Then only a true feedback would be there. So in this case also, they are expected to do it through the secret ballot process so that nobody knows that to whom I have given first preference or to whom I have given second preference. There might be somebody in that group who is a very close friend of mine और मुझे उनका idea बिल्कुल ही पसंद नहीं आया and I want to give 7th rank to that person. But if it is done face to face, I might not be able to do that. I might feel a bit hesitant in doing that. That is why this secret ballot process is followed. Once the ranking has been submitted by everyone, then the rankings are seen and whichever solution has got the best ranking, that solution is taken as the final solution to the problem and then implemented upon. So this is the nominal group technique. The third technique is Delphi technique. It is on the basis of name of the person who propounded this technique. So in Delphi technique also there is a group of experts who work together on a solution the way they worked in nominal group technique. The difference is that in nominal group technique, although they were not working as a team, but they were coming together. They were sitting in the same room or they were sitting at the same place and they were aware that who are these 6 people or who are these 7 people who are finding a solution. In Delphi technique, there will be a group of experts, but no one will be aware that who all are involved in this. So there are 6 people involved, but I would not know that who are the other 5 people. I am the one, I know that, but who other 5 are involved in this process, that will never be disclosed to me. So how does this process works? There is a problem which is being faced, for which we have to take a decision, we have to find a solution. So what is done is a questionnaire is prepared for that particular problem, and that questionnaire is sent across to all the experts whom you have chosen. Now all these experts will be marking out their answers to that questionnaire. It can be a closed-ended questionnaire, open-ended questionnaire, it can be mix of it, as and what is required. So when everybody has answered that questionnaire, they'll be sending it back to us, right? So let us assume that we all are the ones who are facing some difficulty. We have chosen a team of experts which consists of 7 members. We have sent that questionnaire to all those 7 experts. They have given their replies and they send it back to us. Now what will we do with these replies? We will try to just kind of prepare an analysis that who has said what, and how many people are agreeing upon one thing, how many people are disagreeing upon one thing, or are there any people who are having any kind of divergence from the common view. So if they say out of 7 people, 5 people are saying one thing, but the rest 2 are not agreeing with that, or the rest 2 are having a different viewpoint, then what will be done? These 2 people will be sent the feedback, right? They will, or rather the analysis is sent to all the people who have been involved in this. So the questionnaires came back, you prepared an analysis report question by question, that how many people, who said what is not told, right? So the identity of the experts is still not being revealed. It will only say that out of 7 experts, 5 experts said this, 1 said this, and 1 said this. Right? This total analysis report will be sent back to all the experts. Now, as an expert, what they'll do, they'll try to see that what were the points wherein they were differing from others. Is there any point wherein they want to change their viewpoint? Maybe, 5 people said something. As an expert, 6th person said something else. When this feedback is sent to them, he studies that analysis report and he comes to know, or he feels that no, what others 5 are saying is probably more better option, or is a more viable thing to be done, and he says that I want to change my opinion, or I want to change my solution. Earlier what I said was because of this, now I am changing and going with the consensus part. They are free to do so. They can change the things which they have said earlier in the questionnaire. This process is repeated again and again. The objective is that trying that all the experts reach to a consensus. So kind of discussion is taking place, kind of feedbacks are going on. They are being told that what the other experts are telling or what the other experts think. But who are those experts? Which expert thinks what is not yet being told to anyone. So through this process, they try to come to a solution. Now, the biggest disadvantage of this particular technique used to be that it is a very time-consuming process, because the solutions will come to you, then you will analyze them, then you will send back, then they will revise their opinions, then you will again prepare an analysis report, and this will keep on going till the consensus is reached, or majority consensus is there, majority viewpoint is same. So it is a very time-consuming process. But now, because we have such advanced technology, we have communication techniques which are rapid, this disadvantage is almost removed out. Now, what is the advantage of having experts unknown to each other? Because they are probably from the same field, or they are probably from the same background, and they might be knowing each other. The chances can be that they are having professional rivalry, or they do dislike each other. And if they are brought together, and if they come to know who are the others who are working on this, or who are finding the solution to this, they might not like to agree with them, although they might be of same viewpoint. लग रहा हो कि हाँ जो कह रहे हैं ठीक है, but मानेंगे नहीं कि जो कह रहे हैं वो ठीक है. क्यों? क्योंकि ईगो क्लैश है, ईगो प्रॉब्लम है, या कोई प्रोफेशनल राइवलरी है और नहीं मानना चाहते हैं, या उनके साथ काम ही नहीं करना चाहते हैं. So if you bring them together, they might just refuse कि नहीं, इनके साथ हमें काम नहीं करना है, या इनके साथ हम नहीं बैठेंगे. But in this technique, because they're sitting in their home, they're sitting in their offices, they're not coming face to face with any of the experts, so it becomes easier to bring a group of experts together through this particular technique. Another major advantage is because we are talking about experts, so obviously they are busy people, they might be having so many things listed out which they are required to do or which they are doing. So bringing them all together at a same place, at a same point of time might be very difficult. But through this technique, you can send them the questionnaire. They can give the answers at their end and send it back to you, so they do not have to come, or the timings can differ. I can if I am an expert, I can answer a questionnaire right now. Somebody else might be answering the questionnaire tomorrow or maybe by tonight, so the timings can differ, and it is easier to get the experts roped in for this kind of a process. Now we'll come on to our next